Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. My name is Dr. Parvinder Singh Garcha. I'm a GP here locally in West London. We thank the Kashmiri Development Foundation for coming along and joining with us and spreading this message of vaccination for the children, especially the MMR. And we know that MMR in northwest London is making a resurgence. And I, as a GP, have had one example of a young parent in his late 20s who got measles first, and then his baby, who was only about 8 weeks old, caught it off him. The baby was quite unwell, but luckily survived without any side effects. But I have seen as a young doctor initially and as a young child the bad effects of measles. So therefore I urge you, the vaccination is free. Please check your records. If you haven't had it or you're not sure, please go to your GP surgery and talk about it and ask them, can you have it? It doesn't matter if you've had it before, having another one will just boost your immunity. And if you haven't had it, then it will give you protection. Alongside that, please don't forget your normal baby vaccinations, for your children or your grandchildren. Make sure they're up to date, because we know in many cases you can be busy and don't get round to making appointments. Please double check them in your red book or other record that you have. Now, if you're from overseas and you don't have a record, don't worry. Just go to the GP surgery and say, look, I haven't got the record. What they will do is they will give you the vaccinations again, and you will have what you might call a double protection. So the only other thing I'm suggesting, that the flu is coming back again, and we know in Europe and especially in Italy there is a resurgence of flu this year. Then it may become an epidemic. So if you haven't had your flu vaccination, please go and have it. The other one is COVID vaccination. Again, there's a resurgence of COVID. Please, if you can, check your records and have COVID vaccination. There is a bit of hesitancy about COVID. They think, it's going to have that effect or that side effect. But as far as we know, overwhelmingly, the COVID vaccination does give protection. The side effects, or what you might call the problems with vaccination, are much more with the disease itself, as far as research tells us. So please think about that as well. And if you haven't had other vaccinations like pneumonia or pneumococcal vaccine and shingles vaccine, especially if you're diabetic or heart disease or having kidney disease or above the age of 65, please go and have a look at doing that, because that will just give you some further protection. So my message here again is, please look at your record, think about it, discuss it with others, go to the GP surgery, talk to the nurses and others, and get your vaccinations done. So I thank Kashmir Development Foundation again for giving us this opportunity of coming together, and also coming together as friends and colleagues of different faiths and different areas from the Asian subcontinent to come and celebrate together our unity, and in that also spread messages for good health. Thank you. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.